Greg Doucette was, at one point, the internet's favorite gym bro and IFBB pro, beginning his channel in 2007, but not uploading until late 2018, early 2019. Doucette quickly racked up millions of views from his informative content. Now, however, it seems like the informative, data-driven, and charismatic Doucette is nowhere to be found, as he has continuously shilled poor products, given dangerous fitness advice, and stirred up drama and conflict in the bodybuilding community for years. But before we discuss Doucette's fall from fortune and fame, we must discuss his legendary rise to greatness. Greg Doucette, real name Greg Austin Doucette, was born on September 15th, 1975 in Emerald Hill of Halifax, Canada, a small city in the county of Nova Scotia. And while there's not too much known about his early beginnings or family life, Greg has clearly already demonstrated and claimed to have demonstrated at the early age of 7 to 8 years old signs of being freakishly strong. One story suggests that at just the age of 7, Doucette was already lifting weights comprised of cement blocks and steel rods. This would be arguably the most important event in Doucette's life, as he would use this as a building block for his fitness journey. Real quick, guys, if you're enjoying this video, I would really appreciate a sub. It really lets the team and I know that this type of content that you guys are listening to is in fact good, and that you guys enjoy it. Also, it happens to make us feel pretty good as well. But anyways, back to the video. As time progressed, Doucette spent a vast majority of his youth in education. Specifically, Doucette is one of the only major fitness influencers to hold both a bachelor's and master's degree in kinesiology, specifically from Francis Xavier University in Canada. Doucette himself claims that he was a near straight-A student, achieving a 4.0 GPA at the time of graduating from both institutions. However, life did not really begin for Doucette until after he graduated university, as he spent some time as a math school teacher for secondary school, and on the side, given the time permitted, began officially embarking on the world of men's open physique bodybuilding. Dedicating all of his time outside of the classroom to competing, Doucette was eventually successful in his endeavors, eventually placing first place in the Canadian National Bodybuilding Competition in 2000, 2006, and 2012, respectively, eventually turning pro and receiving his Canadian Bodybuilding Pro card after his first place win in 2012. And whatever I want to say about Doucette later on in this video, I can freely admit that he is a freak of nature with insane genetic gifts. Anyways, at some point, Doucette quit his profession as a math teacher and transitioned to becoming a full-blown personal trainer, a risky choice. It was because of this choice that shortly after, he launched his YouTube channel to help support himself financially and encourage viewers and listeners to buy his course. From there, as mentioned before, Doucette began uploading in 2018/2019, discussing the fundamentals of bodybuilding. After all, his years of competing as an IFBB pro, such as diet, CICO, calories in, calories out for the uninformed, and his most infamous take of main gaming. This is the belief held by Greg that either losing or gaining weight as a bodybuilder is useless, and instead the process of main gaining, i.e. maintaining your weight while lifting weights vigorously, was the fastest path to muscle growth. However, it wasn't until Doucette uploaded his infamous series, Natty or Not, where his channel really began to take off. In particular, Doucette's Natty or Not videos, which discuss whether or not someone's physique is achievable naturally, i.e. without the help of performance-enhancing drugs, covered some of the largest fitness influencers and Hollywood celebrities in the world, such as Larry Wheels, Jeff Cavalier, Derek from More Plates, More Dates, The Rock, Liam Hemsworth, and perhaps most infamously, Mike O'Hearn, or as Greg calls him, Mike O'Trent. But you didn't click this video, unfortunately, to hear about Greg's rise, as over the years, whether it has been due to his greediness, pettiness, or overall seemingly entitled attitude, Greg's reputation has consistently plummeted over the years. While it's no secret that Doucette is a capitalist at his core, many fans believe he has officially crossed over from a successful internet business owner to a con artist. Here are the facts. I will allow you all to decide your opinions. Now, first, what is known about Doucette is that his first major business victory, of course, was through his personal training. In fact, if you go to his earliest videos, you can clearly see that he's treating the listener as either a current or potential client. This funnel was eventually used to siphon viewers to his exercise plans, with some viewers on Reddit describing this as predatory. In particular, when one viewer noted a story in which Doucette had devised a workout plan for him, and then in a matter of mere months, with an outrageous additional fee, of course, Doucette claims that he had a new one, effectively rendering the other one obsolete and doubling his price. His next venture, Potential Scams, revolves around his infamous cookbook entitled The Ultimate Anabolic Cookbook. While the book itself is considered to be fairly informational, the real problem arose from its staggering price of nearly $150. Coupled with the fact that Doucette would shill it at every turn, many viewers of Doucette's content began believing that they were customers of his as opposed to fans of the channel. But perhaps the most blatant cash grab Doucette has got himself into was his new supplement, Turk Builder, in 2023. To make a long story short, Turk Builder was, according to Doucette, comprised of turkesterone, an emerging compound in the bodybuilding industry known for its steroid or TRT-like effect. Doucette consistently promoted the product, even going as far to claim that Derek, more dates version of Turk, was inferior. This came to a head, however, when many users in independent labs studied the product and found very little trace elements of turkesterone involved in the product, instead believing it may have been dosed with very small amounts of cheap Turk from foreign countries in Asia. To this day, Doucette continues to claim that the turkesterone scandal is simply another instance of people either being deeply jealous or hating on him. It's worth noting that in looking at many forums on the internet, many have discussed that almost all of Doucette's products, whether it was the Anabolic Cookbook, Turk Builder, GO2 Max, his most recent supplement, or really anything from the HTLT series, Harder Than Last Time, was simply not very effective. Nowadays, if Doucette is not shilling supplements, cookbooks, or courses, he is instead dunking on other influencers. In perhaps his largest form of content, Doucette has consistently ripped on some of the fitness industry's most coveted influencers, such as Sam Sulek, Noel Diesel, Larry Wheels, Mike Israetel, and Alex Eubank. Whether or not Greg is a money-obsessed grifter or a physically talented coach with the gift of gab, one cannot admit at this point in his career, Doucette's reputation has finally begun to catch up with him.